Good morning. Thanks for joining me today. Today is Thursday, January 10th. I was just listening to NPR News, and they were talking about the economy and the housing market and this and that. And they said something that just sent me back to elementary school. And I was thinking and remembering the feeling of how it was when I was at, I was at the Storrow School in Lawrence, Massachusetts, by the way. And there was this whole thing as far as lunches. They had 3 types of lunches. They had free lunch, reduced lunch, and full lunch. As a kid, I had no idea what it actually really meant. I thought back then, as a child, that if I qualified for free lunch, I must have been doing something really good. Because I thought that was like an achievement. Because I remember getting free lunch. And then I remember a time in my elementary school where I was getting reduced lunch. And I felt like I wasn't doing that well. And then I remember getting full lunch, which is basically my parents giving me a certain amount of money at the beginning of the week or the end of the week or whatever that I had to give my teacher. So back then as a child, my feelings and my thoughts on how lunches, the economics of the school lunch was the exact opposite of what it is today. Nowadays, getting free lunch, that's not a good thing. And people can't drive. I hate it when people can't drive. You got a green light, that means go. Which means you take your right foot, you put it on the accelerator, and you push it down. Jeez Wheeze. But isn't that an interesting moment that I was just thinking of, that I was remembering as a child? So yeah, nowadays, free lunch, that's not a good thing. Being able to pay for your lunch, that's a good thing. So yeah, what I was thinking back then is exactly the opposite of how things are now. Why don't you, what do you know? Hey, I'm back and got a wonderful sun coming out. It's actually now 39 degrees. It's actually very nice out. It's not too cold. But anyway, I want to get back to that original story as far as when I was in elementary school, on how getting something free or not having to pay for it, and I'm gonna, it's, you know, when I say pay for it, I'm talking about more like a general statement rather than actually paying with money. You know, paying for it, it could be with money, effort, a trade, or whatever. Back when I was a child, I used to think getting something for free was good, was something awesome, was that I was doing something right. But now, as I've grown older and understand that getting something for free is not necessarily a good thing, and it's not something that people should be all excited about. Now, understanding how the situation is today, you know, in the United States and in our society, I know a lot of people that are struggling, and I know a lot of people that aren't struggling. The people that are struggling are trying to do a lot of things that are not beyond the norm of existence, of being able to survive. While the people that aren't struggling are enjoying different types of luxuries. And I'm not gonna point a finger to anybody, and the more I think about it, the more I understand that, once again, even though the economy is doing extremely horribly right now, because it is. Anybody who thinks it's not is got a serious issue. They're retarded, they're stupid, whatever. Somebody slapped them too hard and they're drooling. But even in a bad economy, it all depends upon the individual. Now, mind you, that there are some extreme cases where a person can do all that they can be doing extremely well. But in our world, all it takes is another person who's either directly involved in their life, whether it be girlfriend, spouse, significant other, family member. And in a matter of a blink of an eye, all their effort and everything that they've acquired, everything that they've worked so hard for, houses, being able to put their kids in really good educational schools, private schools, being able to get their kids, a couple of things that they want. And I am definitely a person that when my kids, they say, can I have this, can I have that? I have no problem saying no on principle. Absolutely not. No problem whatsoever. But when I have to say no because I can't afford it, it destroys me. It really hurts. And it makes me feel disgusting inside, knowing that I can't. That I have to say no because I can't afford it. They want a pack of bubblegum, or they want a new toy that they see at the store, or they want to go to a restaurant that they prefer, like Chuck E. Cheese, or they want to go see the movies. They want to go see a movie that they want to go see. And if I have to say no because I can't afford it, I feel horrible. I feel like I'm a failure. Like I'm failing at my job as being a parent. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. They may not. But coming from a time where I didn't have to say no because I couldn't afford it, I could say no on principle. And then yes, there still are moments where I can say no on principle, and I have the capacity to do what they actually want. And if I say no on principle, then that's great. But this is the world we live in, where somebody can accumulate and achieve so much, and it can all easily be taken away just by somebody else's decision. That's not right. And I'm going to quote Rocky Balboa in the last Rocky film. He was going up and trying to get licensed to fight, and he goes up to the boxing commission, and he was saying, Well, I've did everything that you want me to do. I've taken all the tests. I've passed all the tests. And the boxing commission had made the decision that they weren't going to give him the license. And he says that if a person puts in all the effort, does everything that they need to do in order to get something, that no one has the right to take that away from them. And that's the type of society that we're living in right now. A person, and I think this is the reason why people that consider themselves wealthy, rich, successful, high achievers, they're scared. They're scared that all their stuff, everything that they've acquired, everything that they have achieved in this lifetime can easily be taken away in a blink of an eye. And it sucks. And this is the world we live in. Oh, well, I had my house, I had my cars, had a beautiful family, everything was going great. And what? I said go. Go! Now! Go. Okay, this vlog's over. Vlog is over. Go. Go. Oh, please. Really?